I'm out here on one of my properties today with Walker, and we're doing some trail cam work today, just moving some cameras around. I put one over the top of a scrape, so we're going to see what happens there with that. But this property is probably the property that we've had the best luck on since we moved to Iowa 4 years ago. We've killed quite a few good deer here between Walker and I, so it's been a good property. We'll see what happens this year. There was a couple deer that I hope made it through the season. There was one we called TMS. Curly's out here on this property, and also there was a really good 10 last year out here on this property. So most of the egg fields are in the corn, and then we have alfalfa on this property here too. So it's only a week away from youth season. So yeah, just doing the final touches and see what happens. So we just thank you for watching Midwest Whitetail and the guys from Outreach Outdoors.
Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cuddyback, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, Wasp Archery, and Realtree.
All right, it's September 7th. Brought my son out today. We're going to check some trail cameras on the Martin Creek property and actually put up a new one. So this bean field behind me here has just got a ton of browse on it, and then a big trail has popped up, really cutting down towards the food plot we put on this property. So curious to see what's on the top corner of this property, and then also see what's using the neighbors. They've got a lot of bedding in theirs, and so I'm wondering if the deer that we're getting down by the food plot is the same group of deer, or if we're seeing different deer down there that are coming from the top. So anyways, just a little bit just about inventorying stuff today to try and get a picture of what we're dealing with. Trying to get together kind of a plan as far as how to hunt this, but just haven't gotten great pictures of bucks consistently down by the food plot. So I want to check the other corner up here and see if there's a bachelor group. We know there's a bachelor group in here. We want to see if that bachelor group is living up here or living down the other side of the property. So we're going to put up a couple trail cameras real fast, check on the other one, and then bail out of here. So season's not far away, so I don't want to go tracking this up too much, but I did want to get this out just to try and get a game plan put together and see if we can get a line on at least a couple bucks, so we've got something to hunt from October 1st, because right now the pickings are pretty slim. There's just nothing consistent that we feel like we can key off of. So anyways, that's the plan. We get to it. Alright, trail cameras are set, food plot's looking good. I'm going to set up one more camera on the walkout right now and then let this soak for a couple weeks. So thanks for tuning in. Make sure you stop back next Wednesday. Check out a new episode from Outreach Outdoors on Midwest Whitetail.
I'm Naomi Reeder, and it's September 14th, and I'm doing a youth hunt in Michigan. So this morning I saw a doe, but when I got up to pull my bow back, it got spooked and ran away. Hey guys, I wanted to give you an update on the Michigan youth hunt that I went on with my brother Adam. So I got a chance to see a doe, but not a chance to shoot at one. And Sunday we didn't go hunting because I got baptized at church. And yeah, so thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail.
Well, September 15th, and we decided to come down to the farm. I picked up a solar charger. I have one of these on my other Cuddy Links, and they work awesome. I need to put one on my other camera. Kind of back ordered a little bit, and the AA's are in there running out of batteries. So I'm going to put this in there, and this should keep it good so I don't have to come down here and change out batteries. The other two have extended D-packs on them. So those seem to hold up really, really well. Gonna try to find a few scrapes. Scrapes are starting to open up. I'll either make a mock scrape. If we can find some, we'll move some cameras around and put them on them. I'm gonna go ahead and check a few other cameras that are not sending to my phone, but they're just normal trail cams. And we'll bring you and show you exactly what we find. I'm gonna head over to Kinross after this to a different property, check a camera that's been over there. Last week, after 1 week, checked it, and we had one good buck over there. So I'm hoping that he's shown up again and have a couple better pictures of him. He was pretty far away from the camera, but gonna get some work done here today and strap in one of these ladder stands, and then probably stay away for a little bit until October hits. But youth season's coming up around the corner, so my sons are looking forward to going out next week, and I have my youngest that's really excited, so we'll get him shooting next week and then get him out in the stand, and we'll bring you some of that action. But let's go ahead and get to work, and we'll go ahead and show you what those cameras tell us here this week. This is one of the cameras I need to move here. It's facing the sun, and so the sun setting in the west over there, it's like, makes it really difficult. So I think I'm gonna put it on the south side of the trail. So it's facing back to the north, and I should be able to get a lot better photos. So go ahead and move that. But we've checked a few cameras. One of our hit list bucks been showing up back here on the south tree planting. So this is right where he lives, kind of here back and forth in between the funnel. So pretty exciting. So I'll move this camera and we'll keep on rolling. Okay. I gotta get this. This is gonna be a big change. Usually have some big scrapes in here. I'm just gonna move a camera and make a mock scrape. There's no scrapes yet, but October, November roll around, they just hammer this. But it looks like they've made a new trail right in front of a tree I call the big oak tree. So we may have to either block this off or make adjustments or something. So it's fine. We have to adjust every year, so we'll get her figured out. Certainly got a lot of pods on them. I got a ton of pods on them, and it looked like they're starting to turn yellow. Landowners sprayed them one more time, and so kind of cut back on these weeds. They're not nearly as bushy or as full as what we wanted them to be, but with the spring that we had and how late they got in, I think this is still going to be a great plot here for the late season. So yeah, I think they're looking pretty good. They've gone from nipping the tops off them, which they still have, but the pods are all just really low to the ground. So cool. I gotta go move one more camera and we should be good. Well, as you can see, it's super hot out here. We got some cameras moved. We made some mock scrapes. Didn't find any natural scrapes. I think other people are really seeing those right now. Really may have to explore that rubbing tree, scrape tree at some point that everybody's been making, and just kind of give it a test run with the camera over it to figure out. But we got the solar charger on, moved some cameras, made some mock scrapes, and checked on the beans. Beans are looking really good as well. I want to talk to you about two specific deer that we're after down here. Certainly there are a handful of others that we had encounters with, but there's two of them that really are piquing my curiosity. One is LT, hasn't shown up yet on camera unless he is on one of these card pulls, but has not shown up and typically won't show up until closer to October. And then he likes to live on the south side of the farm. The other, we've had couple encounters with that buck, one last year and then another one in the year previous, and 2 times, and he's a good looking deer. The second buck showed up again, and he's what we call the split G3 buck, and last year he looked really good. I don't know if he grew a ton, but he's certainly more mature, and looks like he's got a nice full frame on him. He's shown up back here in the south tree planting, and he just showed up over here by the beans as well. So the fact that he is living in this area and this far of a range, I mean, from one side of the farm to the other, that tells me he's going to be around. So he looks really good, and I'm super excited about it. So velvet pictures back here on the south side, and then over by the beans, he's actually hard-horned, and that's where he spent a ton of time late October running everywhere. So hoping we get a crack at him. That'll be our strategy, is to hunt those funnels, especially in the middle part of the farm over by the beans, and maybe get a crack at that deer at that point. So I'm gonna head over to Kinross and and see what we find on the cameras over there, and we'll certainly bring those to you if there's anything good. If there's nothing good on those cameras, I'm going to go ahead and close her off here this week. Next week starts youth season in Iowa, which is a big deal, and you're going to see a ton of hunts from our team. We're super excited about just getting youth involved into hunting and what that looks like for our kids to go out with us and share our passions with them. You know, just to experience God's creation and the beauty of creation and what God has really done for us, and just they provide great opportunities to talk with your kids while you're out. So I hope those are fruitful and successful. Thanks for watching Midwest Whitetail with Outreach Outdoors. We'll see you back next week.